Wonderful good day and good evening now out of Zurich here, out of the European Gold Forum, and we are still at the Grand Hotel here after a wonderful evening, and I have now the great honor and pleasure to talk again to Sean Roosen, who is the president and CEO of Osisko Mining and also now the chairman and CEO of the new Osisko Mining. Sean, thank you very much for taking the time. It's 10:30 tonight here, and how do you feel? How is it going?
Well, Johan, it's always good to be back in Zurich. And, after a hostile takeover attempt by Goldcorp that started on January 13th, we're 100 days in. We have a very conclusive deal done now with the bid from Agnico and Yamana combined with a spin-out company called Osisko Gold Royalties. The total value of the deal is now $3.9 billion. So we've seen the value of the deal increase since the original bid from Goldcorp on January 13th of about $2.4 billion to $3.9 billion. So, we've really seen a recognition of the asset value here that's increased by almost 50% to bring it to add $1.3 billion to $1.4 billion to the original $2.5 billion and get us where we are today.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure your shareholders and also yourself and the whole management is very happy about it, I can imagine. But let's talk, this was the past. Now I would say let's talk about the future. What is coming with the new Osisko? You want to list it quite soon, as I presume. So give us an overview about that, please.
Well, the construct of the deal is going to get Osisko shareholders, Yamana shares, Agnico shares. There's $1 billion of cash in the deal. Plus, there's a very interesting new stock, which is going to be Osisko Gold Royalties, which has a 5% royalty on the Canadian Malartic mine, a 2% royalty on the Kirkland Lake assets, all the other projects that we had, and it will be taking forward the Mexican greenfield exploration portfolio, which has over 9,000 square kilometers and $155 million in cash. And the royalty will generate $35 million per year for the next 14.2 years at least. On the royalty basis alone, but we think that Canadian Malartic is going to generate cash for much longer than that. So it's an exceptional royalty company coming out of this that I think is going to be highly valued and highly prized by many institutional shareholders.
Mm-hmm. Well, this sounds outstanding. I think a new company with $155 million in cash already is at $35 million per annum. Is there a time limit on it? Because they said for the next 14 years, that's for sure. But if the mines run longer, you get longer the royalty, right?
That's correct. The current mine plan is 14.2 years, so that's the guaranteed portion. But we think that with the new discoveries of zones like Odyssey and the evolution of Kirkland Lake, where we also have royalties, that this royalty company will run for 50 years or better, based on the asset base that is in this the construct of this deal now.
Mm-hmm. So when is the IPO then?
We'll be concluding the vote. This is all subject to the vote of Osisko shareholders accepting the deal on May 30th. And then the mechanical evolution throughout the TSX and the legal filings will happen in June, and we hope to have it trading sometime late June or early July. And we think it's going to be a very interesting company for shareholders to want to own because there's no operational risk in the company, just cash flow. We have no operating costs, and we have about 35,000 ounces a year net to us with zero costs. So that's pure profit. And we only have about 6 or 7 people in the company moving forward. So it's a very light structure. And it sets the stage with all the cash as well, $155 million, to be a very strong platform for us to do what we did in the past, which is build value. If you remember Canadian Malartic, we bought that project for $88,000. We worked on it, and it's now transacting at $3.9 billion, and we bought that in 2004. So this is a management team that has a lot of experience in value building, and based on the platform of Osisko Gold Royalties, the resultant company, going forward with this kind of firepower and cash, I think we'll be able to build a lot of value here in a very short period of time. We also take with us the benefit of all the due diligence that we've done over the years on many other projects, and also the knowledge that we have within the royalty business to build cash flow royalties and really complement this and build it out. And we're looking forward to building this very quickly into one of the premium companies in the royalty space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like another great plan, another great company again. Is there room then for dividends for the future? As I presume you have the income anyway for free, so...
Absolutely. We'll have about 48 million shares outstanding when we complete the transaction. The stock should be trading somewhere between $12 and $14 based on today's valuations. It's already trading in a gray market and in if and when market. So we see that stock trading very strongly as we come out of this. There's a lot of valuation on the royalty and the ability to transaction. I think that the management team, based on our delivery to shareholders over the last 10 years, we've been one of the best performers in the gold space in terms of building value for shareholders over the last 10 years. And Canadian Malartic has ended up to be the most exceptional asset in a single asset company in the gold space, which was recognized by the hostile bid by Goldcorp, but really fully valued by Yamana and Agnico showing up. So, we're going forward with that management team. There are no changes to the management team, and we have a lot of cash and no debt and $50 million of tax pools. So it's a great platform to work from, and at a time when I think there's a niche for us as good operators and excellent explorers to really go forward and execute now.
Well, never change a winning team, of course. Can you elaborate just a little bit what would be your next steps in the new company? What do you want to achieve in 2014?
Sure. We will take the Mexican portfolio, which is 9,000 square kilometers with about 85 targets on it. We will take that out into an exploration company because we want to maintain Osisko Gold Royalties as a royalty company specialist. We will be looking at other royalty opportunities to take advantage within that, and hopefully we'll take a royalty on the Mexican portfolio, and then we'll look at how we participate in that. So we'll have royalties not only on Canadian Malartic, Kirkland Lake Camp, the Pandora operations, Hammond Reef, and the Mexican project. So it's going to be quite a complete portfolio. So there'll be a natural build-out within that portfolio that comes as Agnico and Yamana build those other mines, and as we mature the exploration on the Mexican assets. So it's going to be a growing portfolio with very low cost base, and the fact that we're preserving that royalty base, and we can also look to purchase royalties from other producing companies and development companies.
Fantastic. We wish you all the best for that, Sean. I think you have a fantastic basis for that. And you hopefully do it again, as Britney Spears would say.
Well, we're just getting started. We're an overnight success in 32 years. So.
Yes. Great. Thank you very much for that, and really all the best. I hope to report soon some good results from you.
Thank you very much, Ivan.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Sean Rosen, the president and CEO of the old Osisko. And you heard it now, the new Osisko, the gold royalty company, is coming up very soon. The IPO will take place in June, July. And with $155 million in cash and $35 million per annum for the next 14 years guaranteed, I think this is a terrific new company with a startup you see very seldom in the universe, and it can be only a success. And this is the same team which brought up the Osisko mine and the large Malartic project. So watch the company, make a due diligence. Thanks and bye bye from Zurich.